To begin, just taking a few nice deep breaths to arrive on the mat. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Let the lower belly be soft. Breathing gently in and out of the nose. If you'd like to take this time to set an intention for your practice, your intention is entirely personal to you, can be physical, mental, or spiritual. And if you'd like to offer up this practice so it remains a selfless practice, gently blinking open the eyes, take a moment, and then come and stand at the top of your mat. Tardasana, mountain pose. Big toes to touch, slight sliver of light between the feet. Roll the shoulders down the back and stand up nice and tall. Inhale the arms overhead, gaze to the thumbs, maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, folding forward, touching the ground. Bend the knees if you wish. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step back to a high plank. Lower all the way down with a flat back. Inhale, press the toes into the floor, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 5 nourishing breaths. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look between the hands. Step the right foot, then the left foot forward. Inhale to a halfway lift and exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise, hands come overhead, gaze at the thumbs. And then exhale, float straight back down, touching the floor. Inhale brings you to a halfway lift. Exhale, step the right leg back, drop the back knee, hook the thumbs, and inhale up, Anjaneyasana. Place the hands, tuck the back toe, step the back foot to meet the front foot, and exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back, drop the knee, untuck the toes, hook the thumbs, Anjaneyasana. Place the hands back down, tuck the back toe, back foot to meet the front foot, and exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise, hands overhead, and then exhale, float straight back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Step the right foot back, drop the back knee, untuck the toe, Anjaneyasana, right hand side. Place the hands, tuck the back toe, step the back foot to meet the front foot, and exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step the left foot back, drop the back knee, untuck the toe, hook the thumbs, Anjaneyasana, left hand side. Placing the hands back down, tuck the toe, step back foot to meet front foot, and exhale to fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach the hands nice and tall, gaze is high. And then exhale, hands down through heart center, Tardasana. Moving on to our next flow. Keep the breath going. Inhale, hands overhead, gaze is high. Exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Then exhale, step the right foot, then the left foot back, high plank. Exhale down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing or low cobra. And then exhale, tuck the toes, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, you round, squeeze it in. Inhale the right leg high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, you round, squeeze it to the chest. Inhale the right leg to the sky. exhale, knee to nose, slightly step it between the hands. Your inhale brings you up, crescent lunge. Reaching the fingertips to the sky, nipping in the bottom ribs. As you exhale, transition to warrior two, maybe taking a longer stance. Your gaze is over your front middle finger, standing nice and tall through the mid-body. Flip the front palm, inhale to reach forward, and then exhale as you reverse your warrior. This is a side bend, not a back bend. So reaching the fingertips up and out of the waist towards the back of the room. Windmill the arms down, frame the front foot, and step back to a high plank. Inhale forwards, exhale chaturanga or modified. Inhale upward facing. Exhale downward facing dog. Take an inhale through the nose, fill the lower belly, and then exhale out the mouth. Inhale the left leg high to the sky. As you exhale, knee to nose, you round. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, you round. Squeeze it in. Inhale the left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, lightly step it between the hands. Your inhale brings you up, crescent lunge. Reaching nice and high through the fingertips, nipping in the lower ribs. Inhale. As you exhale, transition to warrior two, maybe taking a longer stance. Your front thigh should almost be parallel with the ground. Your gaze is over your front middle finger. As you inhale, reach forward, flip the front palm, and then reverse your warrior. Exhale. Reaching the fingertips towards the back of the room. Elongating through the waist. Windmill the hands down towards the ground, frame the front foot, step back to a high plank. Chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale the right leg high to the sky. Sweep it through, step it between the hands very lightly, with control. Your inhale brings you up, crescent lunge. Transition to goddess. The legs come out, the thighs become parallel with the mat. You may take Chin Mudra or Anjali Mudra in heart center. As you transition, the hands come to heart center, bump up onto the back foot, and hands come to prayer. Right elbow outside of left knee. Inhale to find length and exhale, start to twist, pushing the palms together. Find your balance. Keep breathing. Place the hands down on the mat, step back to a high plank. Inhale forwards, exhale down. Inhale upward facing and exhale downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the left leg high to the sky. Sweep it through, step it lightly between the hands. Your inhale brings you up, crescent lunge. As you exhale, transition into goddess. Opening out, the hands can come to heart center or Chin Mudra. Making sure the bum is tucked under. Maybe closing the eyes down if that feels okay, testing your balance. As you transition, bring the prayer to center, bump up onto the back foot. Your inhale finds you length as you cross the left elbow outside of right knee. And then as you exhale, start to twist. Push the palms together, maybe finding a deeper twist. Placing the palms down to frame the front foot, step back to a high plank and vinyasa. Exhaling down, inhaling upward facing, and exhale downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the right leg high to the sky. Sweep it through and step it to the outside edge of the right hand. Drop the back knee, untuck the toe, and then bow your head. Lizard pose. If that's enough for you today and you'd like to stay here, please do so. If you'd like a little bit more, coming down onto the forearms is always a good shout. Making sure the right knee stays close with the right shoulder. Inhale to come back up, wriggle the right toes out towards the edge of the mat and turn 45 degrees. Push the right knee out gently, and if it's okay, start to look over the right shoulder. Using every breath, maybe inhale, come out, and then as you exhale, twist that little bit further. Good, help that knee back into center. Tuck the back toes, lift and push back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high to the sky. Sweep it through, step it to the outside edge of the left hand. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes and bow your head. Lizard left hand side. Making sure the left knee stays flush with the left shoulder. And if you'd like a little bit more, you can come down onto the forearms or using a brick if you need. Breathing here. Getting deep into that hip flexor. Come on up. Wiggle the left toes out towards the edge of the mat. Turn it 45 degrees. Gently push the left knee away from you. Maybe that's enough. If you'd like more, looking over the left shoulder. Opening up through those hips. Come back to center. Frame the front foot. Tuck the back toes and lift into downward facing dog. Inhale forwards, Vinyasa. Exhale down, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Inhale the right leg high to the sky. Bend the knee and open up split dog. Adjust your shoulders, make sure they stay straight. Right heel is coming towards left butt cheek, elongating through the right hand side of the body. Sweep that leg through, placing right knee behind right wrist, shin as parallel to the mat as you can get it. Caterpillar the left toes back. Check that the foot's not too far out, and then sit up nice and straight. You may need a block under your right hip. If this is enough for you today, stay here. If you would like more, grab a brick and then slowly come down onto the forearms into sleeping swan, placing the forehead on the brick. You should be feeling this in the right butt cheek. And keep breathing. If you want more, remove the brick and come down onto the forehead. And if you'd like a little bit more, you can shift your body weight over to the left. Breathing deep into that right glute. One day your shin may become parallel with the mat. That day is not today for me. Start to come on up, tuck the back toes, caterpillar that back leg in. Inhale the right leg high to the sky. Place it back down on the mat. Inhale the left leg high to the sky. Bend the knee and open up split dog. Breathing down the left hand side of the body. Left heel moving towards right butt cheek. Sweep it through. Left knee behind left wrist. Shin parallel to the mat. Caterpillar the right toes back and sit up nice and tall. You may be asymmetrical on the hips, that's completely normal, so I use a brick under my left hand side. If this is enough for you today, stay here. If not, remove the brick and slowly start to come down into sleeping swan. Maybe placing the brick under your forehead and start to breathe here. Feeling it in the left glute this time. And if that's not enough for you, remove the brick and slowly start to move the forehead towards the mat. if you want a little bit more, shifting the weight over to the right-hand side. Breathing deeply. Using every inhale to find length, and exhale, maybe folding that little bit deeper. Start to come on up, tuck the back toes, caterpillar that back leg in, and then sweep the left leg high to the sky. Place it back down on the mat. Look between the hands, move them out wide, and then cross the feet, legs out in front, and sit down. Shake the legs, leave them long along the mat. Grab your strap or your shirt or your towel, wrap it around the balls of the feet, and sit up nice and tall, moving into Paschimottanasana. Start to hinge from the hips. Try not to have so much of a curve in the back. And then as you start to breathe, flex the feet towards your face and sink over your legs. If you don't need the strap, then sit up nice and tall and hinge forward from the hips, grabbing wherever you can. Maybe it's the shin, the ankle, or even the outsides of the feet. Sit up nice and tall, suck in the lower belly, and start to breathe. And we'll take this passive. You can lie along the legs, let everything go. Breathing here. Slowly start to come on up. Give the legs a little shake, moving into Janu Sirsasana. So bending up the right leg, place the sole of the foot to the inner thigh, maybe taking a brick and placing it under the floating knee if you need. Flex the bottom foot towards your face, maybe grab a strap. Inhale to find length, and then as you exhale, start to fold forwards and down, keeping the left-hand side of the body as flush with the left foot as you can. If you don't need the strap, feel free to remove. Just flexing the bottom toes towards your face. Breathing here. 3, 2, on 1. Slowly start to come on up. Help the leg back into center first. Remove any bricks or straps. And then let the leg go long. Give it a shake. Left leg, bend it up. Place the sole of the foot to the inner thigh. Maybe you don't need a brick on this side. Flex the bottom foot. And as you exhale, slowly start to fold forward over the leg. Using every breath, inhale to find length, and as you exhale, maybe folding that bit deeper. Flexing the right foot towards your face. Inhale to slowly come back up. Help the left leg back into center first and then let it go long. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. Grab your bricks, place them beside your hips. We're moving into Navasana, boat pose. Sit up nice and tall on the sitting bones, grabbing behind the thighs, keeping the chest nice and proud. We lift the legs into tabletop position. Keeping the hands where they are, or if you'd like a little bit more, placing them out in front, reaching towards the front of the mat. Palms facing up like you're holding dinner plates, and we breathe. 3, 2, on 1. Cross the ankles, hands on bricks or the floor. Lift the bum, maybe lift one foot, maybe lift the other, and sit back down. A little lift. We lift into our second set of boat pose. Chest nice and high. Keep the breath going. Suck in the lower belly. 3, 2, and 1. Cross the ankles, hands on bricks, lift the bum, maybe lift one foot, maybe lift the other, and then sit back down. Third and final set of boat. Hands can come behind the knees, lifting up, hands holding dinner plates, and we breathe. Keep the chest nice and proud, shining towards the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1.25, and 1. Slowly crossing the legs, hands on bricks, lift the bum, lift one foot, lift the other, and sink back down. Good work. Remove the bricks. Slowly come on your side. We're coming into Upavishta Konasana. Flex the feet towards your face. Let the legs go nice and wide as you can comfortably. And then slowly start to travel forwards and down, as far down as you can, using bricks if you need. Sucking in the lower belly. Slowly come on up. Your right elbow comes down by your right knee. Your left hand reaches up and over towards the big toe, and you're looking under your left armpit. Keeping the sides of the body nice and long. If you can't reach the toe, that's completely normal. Just reach that hand towards the foot. Inhale to come up. And then as you exhale, left elbow by left knee, reaching the right hand up and over to grab the big toe. Looking under the right armpit. Breathing here. Using every breath, inhale to lengthen and exhale to twist that bit further. Inhale to come back up. Slowly help the legs back into center and then give yourself a big hug, folding over the legs. Shifting the legs into hip width distance, hands come out in front. We're going to exhale all the way down to the mat, slowly, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Moving into bridge posture, placing the soles of the feet flat to the mat. Should be just about able to tickle your heels with both hands. Feet are hip width distance. As you inhale, rolling up through the spine, lifting the lower back, the middle back, and then the upper back off the mat, pushing through the heels. If you'd like a little bit more, start to shuffle the shoulders under one at a time, and then clasp the hands in a fist and press it down into the mat, lifting the chest and the bum nice and high. Breathing here. To come out, we unravel as we went in. So unclasp the fists, take the shoulders out from underneath and slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Take the feet as wide as the mat and knock the knees together. Place the hands on the lower belly and start to breathe. We come back to this posture to reset, filling the lower belly with breath. Second set, if you have a wheel in your practice, then please go ahead and do so. Should still be able to just about tickle the heels. Your hands come beside your ears, and then you slowly lift up, pushing through the heels, lift the bum, lift the chest into wheel. Stay with bridge if you need to. Try and extend through the arms, and if you'd like a little bit more, start to rock backwards and forwards, working towards opening through the shoulders and through the front body. Slowly starting to work towards straight legs. Pushing through, or maybe just staying static. To come out, we tuck the chin always, and then slowly, slowly lower all the way down to the mat, taking the universal resting posture that we just took before. Feet as wide as the mat, knees knocked together, hands on the lower belly. Take as many breaths as you need. Our third and final set of back bends is restorative. If you'd like to take another wheel or another bridge, please do so. Place the feet back hip width distance on the mat. Take your brick, and on the highest setting, you're going to place it on the sacrum, so lifting the bum nice and high. Place the brick underneath you, and then adjust as needed, but it should feel really nice on the back after we've done a lot of back bending. Close the eyes down, let the arms go long, and just take a few breaths to reset. When you're ready to come out, lift the bum and release the brick, and then slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Take the feet as wide as the mat, knock the knees together, And place the hands on the lower belly. Take the feet back into mat center and give yourself a really big hug. Elbows over knees, grabbing opposite elbows if you can, rocking side to side, release any tension in the lower back. Grab behind the knees, rock and roll up the spine a few times, maybe 3 or 4. Rock and roll up, step back to a high plank, and we're going to lower down for 5 seconds in Chaturanga. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untuck the toes, leave the hands where they are. Then press the toes into the ground, lift up through the chest. We're coming to Cobra. Keep the neck nice and long, so you should be looking at the top of your mat. Take the hands away so there's no pressure in them, and lift, squeeze the shoulder blades, slowly lowering down, left ear to the mat. Let the hands go nice and long. Maybe wiggle through the hips if that feels nice. Good, breathing here. Bring the forehead back into mat center, leave the hands where they are. Start to lift the chest off the mat and reach the fingertips towards the back of the room. Then start to lift up through the legs. We're looking for length in our Shalabhasana locust. If you'd like more, clasp the hands behind your back, lift the chest nice and high, keeping the neck nice and long. We reach, reach, reach. Maybe lift a little bit higher. And then slowly lowering down, right ear to the mat. Wiggle through the hips. Let the heels fall out. Bending up both knees, taking hold of the outside of the feet or the ankles, whatever you can reach. You're going to kick back as hard as you can into your hands and lift through the body. The gaze is high, up through the eyebrows, kick, kick, kick. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly let go of the feet. Let the legs fall long. Left ear to the mat. And take a few nice deep breaths. So wiggle through the hips if that feels nice. When you're ready, flip the burger, as my teacher told me to say. Come onto your back. Make sure we've got enough room on the mat. We're coming into shoulder stand. So bumping up the knees towards your forehead. Place the hands on the lower back. And then point the feet and lift slowly the legs all the way up to the ceiling. Squeeze the bum, squeeze the core. Try not to look around. And if you can, close the eyes down. We're going to be here for a little while. Breathing, concentrating on our own mat. Trying to keep the elbows as close together as possible. These inversions are great for getting the circulation of the blood back towards the heart after we've done a lot of back bending and forward bending. When you've taken a few nice deep breaths, start to let the legs fall behind the head in control. Keep the hands on the lower back if the legs don't touch the floor, but if they do, you're allowed to release them to the mat. Place the tops of the feet on the mat and then start to breathe in Halasana plow. And if you want a little bit more, you can come to Deaf Man's pose. The knees come towards the ears, squeezing gently. Hands can return to the lower back for support. Breathe deeply. When you've had enough, use the hands as brakes on the mat and then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, come back down with your back flat on the mat. Feet come to the mat. Hands come to cactus. Shift the weight over towards the left. The knees come together and then they slowly drop towards the right in a supine twist. If you want more, looking over the left shoulder. And start to breathe here. Twisting is meant to be fantastic for our digestion, so anytime we can throw in a twist would greatly benefit us. Slowly bring the knees back into center. Bring the soles of the feet to the floor just to reset in center for a moment. And then shifting the hips over towards the right, let the knees fall towards the left. And then if you want more, looking over the right shoulder. Close the eyes down. Take a moment to reset and feel the benefits of your practice. When you're ready, slowly bringing the knees back into center. Resetting in the center first, and then wrapping your arms around your knees, giving yourself a nice hug. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring the forehead to the knees. Inhale, head back down. Exhale, forehead to knees. Inhale, head back down. Exhale, forehead to knees. And inhale, head back down. Grabbing behind the legs, rock and rolling up a few times, massaging the spine. When you're ready, swing towards the front of the room. Come up to a comfortable seat. Grab your props, grab a brick, maybe grab a pillow. Great throw from Jack Lawrence there. Place one shin parallel to the mat. And then very gently pick up the other leg and place the heel on the knee. If that feels okay for you, if not, please come out. Shift the weight until you can comfortably sit. I place a very big brick under this knee because it is floating so much, but then just sit and breathe. Close the eyes down. If you want more, you can slowly start to fold forward, reaching the hands towards the front of the room. But if not, sitting up nice and tall is just as beneficial. One day the legs will just be stacked like a nice log fire. Remove the brick, gently lift the knee, and then we're swapping sides. Placing the other shin parallel, lifting up that leg, placing the heel or the ankle on the knee. I don't need so big of a prop this time, so I'm using a cushion. Sitting up nice and tall. Can be a little bit tasty, this pose. Slowly walking the hands forward if you'd like a little bit more. Feeling the stretch through the glute. Never in the knee. Slowly start to come on up. Release the cushion or the prop that you're using. Gently release both legs. Thank you, cushion. Let the legs go out in front, give them a shake. Grab both bricks or the props that you need. We're going to come into Talasana. Cross the legs, sit up nice and tall. You're going to lift the bum and maybe lift both knees off the mat at the same time. Place the hands on the bricks. Prepare. Lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down. Good work. Release the bricks. Come to a comfortable seat, cross-legged if that's available. Hands come to prayer in Anjali Mudra, closing the eyes down and tucking the chin just a little bit. It has been my honor to lead you through your practice today, and I'm so grateful for your lovely energy. The light within me sees and honors the light within you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I had a blast. I hope you did too. I'm very new to YouTube, so if you could like, comment, and subscribe, that would be fantastic. Also, any feedback is welcome, and I'll see you on the next one.